This is going to be tuna sliders. I'm using tuna steak, not canned tuna. I'm using tuna steak. So I'm gonna be making a mayo, and I'm not gonna be using tartar sauce because honestly, for my opinion, I don't think tartar sauce does tuna any justice as far as the type of fish it is. So I'm gonna start off with some real mayo. I have about a half a cup of the mayo in here, and let's add our ingredients. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I actually use this to grate my garlic, and I also use it sometimes in certain things that I cook and or make. I use it to grate my hot peppers, which I did grate 1/2 of a serrano pepper, so that's what this is. This is 1/2 of a serrano pepper. I just grated it. You could actually dice it up really little if you like, and yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. Everything's in the bowl, so I'm gonna lightly season it with just a touch of salt and some ground black pepper. Give it a mix, set it aside, and let's get to making some sliders. You'll be saying goodbye to tartar sauce for the rest of your life. Try it out, you're gonna love it. For anything you need to dip some seafood in, oh my goodness. Let's get these sliders done. Of course, I'm going to hit this with the extra virgin olive oil spray. These are gonna cook up really quickly. I'm gonna set these down. While it's actually warming, it's not at the full temperature yet. These tuna steaks were really thick, so I actually cut them to make them just a bit thinner. I'm gonna go ahead and put some lemon on here before I bring it up to heat. I'm going to use a bit of serrano pepper just for flavor and just to bring out that spiciness. If you don't like spiciness, this is something that's optional. I'm going to put some garlic on here. These are a bit thinner and I cut them to a certain size. I'm gonna lightly salt and pepper. These are gonna really cook up quickly, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to put my buns on right here, and just toss them down. And we're gonna get them cooking up and toasty. I'm gonna lightly spray this with some olive oil spray before I flip this. I don't wanna overcook the buns and or burn them, so I'm gonna go ahead and start taking them off. The tuna is ready to be flipped. And do keep in mind, it's just me here. I'm single. I'm just making this for one. If you want to just add more, make them thicker, go ahead. But I feel for the bun and for the taste you're going for, this is perfect. So I did, once again, slice this tuna steak to make it thinner because it's for sliders. And it's just going to all incorporate in far as the overall taste of the slider. So you don't want anything to overpower each other, basically. Lightly salt and pepper this side. And I'm not going to add any more garlic or serrano pepper or anything like that. I'm just going to let this cook off and we're good to go. You don't want to overcook your tuna steak, so when you see this pinkness right here, you can see that it's not all the way done. So when you start to see this disappear all the way, that's when you want to remove it from the heat and set it aside and or prepare whatever you're preparing or whatever you got going on as far as side dishes. You just want to let this set and just keep it room temperature and don't overcook it because it tends to get dry. I'm trying something new because it's inexpensive and, you know, budget friendly, and why not if it's good. So these are the brown and serve dinner rolls. Great Value brand. You just stick them in your oven, you brown them, and I actually stuck them on my griddle as well just to give them a little bit flavor. And let's try it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss these down. I have my mayo here that I put together with all that goodness added to it. We're just gonna add it to the buns. And this is the top. I'm gonna add it to the top and the bottom just to give it that extra touch of flavor. I'm gonna keep this fresh and I wanna add some fresh stuff here. So I'm gonna add some lettuce. Add some tomatoes. Just a touch of purple onion. You could dice it if you like. Lightly pepper my tomatoes and onion, and just overall the whole thing. Just lightly touch it up with some salt and pepper. Make sure everything's well seasoned. I'm going to add my tuna. So far so good. These came out amazing. Make them yourself and try them out. You're gonna love them. I'll see you in my next upload.